What's up there guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to Derail Valley. So we are in the middle of a massive series of jobs. We've already hit 4 stations and we're on our way to military base, so please do grab yourself a drink. Let's hit the rails. Right then guys, first things first, let's get back to the front of our train because this is the rear. So we have been using the DE2 for help at the back for shunting and offloading the jobs as we go. But let's get back to the front of the train and then I'll explain a little bit about what we're going to be doing today. So yeah, a couple of episodes ago we left harbour. We had 77 cars. We had a total of 9 stations to hit, 10 jobs, 2 of those going to Iron Ore Mine West. And today we are heading up to military base. Now I said a number of episodes ago that I wanted to take the DE2 up to military and leave her up there for offloading and shunting and all that type of stuff. And as you can see at the front here we have a number of locomotives that we've been utilising for our power. DH4, DE6 and the Slug, which are our own locomotives, and then we've got 2 DE6s there that are rented. So what we're going to be doing today is heading up to military base and leaving the DE2 behind. But one of the key issues that I've got is heading up here can be very hilly in terms of a lot of uphill action with a lot of weight, because the job that we're taking up there is only 7 cars but it's 609 tons. And I think the DE2 might struggle with that, so I'm going to be sending a DE6 up there with the DE2, and it's going to be one of the rented Derail Valley models. Now, just want to mention what we've done so far. So we came out of harbour, we were headed west. We came up to Forest South where we dropped off an order. We came up to Steel Mill where we dropped off an order. And then things started to get a little bit more complex. When we got to here, I used the DE2 to take an order to Goods Factory in town, brought the DE2 back. We came up to Oilwell North, where I used the DE2 to drop off an order there, and then brought the DE2 back. And that's where we left off last time. Now, we are heading up here now, and what I'm going to do is, once we arrive at the next junction, I'm not necessarily only going to take the DE2 up there. I'm going to, as I said, take a DE6 up there as well. Now it's going to be a bit complicated to split the train, but I hope it makes sense when we get there. But for now guys, let's get a move on. I said I wasn't bothered about time bonuses, and I'm not. We've done all that, you know. We're quite far into the game now where time bonuses aren't going to make, you know, me that happy now, as where previously it was obviously more of a factor when we needed the money. We are in the end game now where we can afford to have a bit more relaxation. Just see the brakes coming off there. There's the train brake fully off now. So yeah, I'm going to get a bit of power on. And there we go. And yeah, we can see obviously everything's moving nicely now with us. Everything's moving gracefully as well. So yeah, it's the early hours of the morning. Well, it's actually coming up to 20 to 8 now in the morning. So we're certainly on our way into daylight, as you can see around us. But yeah, so heading up to military, yeah, it was a bit of a concern last time, but I think we'll be alright. I'm just going to pair up the DH4 there. I'm just going to check our route map as well, because although I was originally going to go up this way and take the whole train up there, I don't want to do that anymore because it's going to be a lot of weight to carry all that way with a bunch of locos. And yeah, like I said, I think a DE6 will manage it with the DE2 in tow. So yeah, exciting times. The other part of it is that when we get up to military, we might find a job that we want to do, and we've got to remember the rest of our route from here is to go up to Food Factory in town, across to Iron Ore Mine West with 2 jobs, down to Machine Factory Military Base, and then to Machine Factory in town for our final drop off. Now we might find a job coming out of military base that's going to Machine Factory military base, in which case I'm going to use the DE6 that I take up there to bring those cars back with us. And yeah, we can then complete that job as well. Just losing a bit of momentum talking there. But yeah, that's the plan anyway. So in this episode, that's the section that we're going to be doing basically. So yeah, happy times. I'm quite excited for it, to be honest with you. Looking forward to seeing what happens. Keen to progress this run. Can't wait to get paid that 177,000 from this military job. There's a bit of overheating action going on there. But yeah, I think we'll be fine. I think what wouldn't have been fine is just using the DE2 to go up there. But yeah, should be good though. I'm excited to get up there. Right, let's dash off ahead a little bit. So here's the set of switches. So let's eagerly await the arrival of our DH4. And bear in mind that the train brake does take quite a long time to come on. So here she comes, so we're going to be looking to hopefully brake just right here if we can. Just apply a little bit of brake. What I want is the DH4, our own DE6 and the slug past this switch. I think that'll do nicely, to be fair. Get a bit of train brake on. She's rolling back there. Right, she's stopped now. Right, I'm not going to use the remote to disconnect because that'll apply the parking brake. I want to make sure, obviously, that she's not going to roll back, but she's got a train brake on now, so she should be fine. Yeah, nothing's moving, so happy days. Right, let's get this lot forward. Right, disconnect these girls. Get these lot forward, get this one forward, switch that. The train brake, get some power on. Hopefully we've got plenty of clearance there. Okay, switch that off just for a moment. Now hopefully this DE6 can manage to pull all of this forward and reconnect up there, right? That's what we're going for. If not, we'll have to reverse those ones, which, to be honest with you, is probably just as easy. Okay, she's wheel slipping. Just goes to show, doesn't it? Just goes to show. It's a good job we've got the extra power on hand, to be fair. It's a button on this, eh? Oh, she is capable. Maybe not. Traction motor attempts on danger there. Yeah, we're going to have to reverse the consist back. It's alright. In terms of the loco side of things. It's absolutely fine. Yeah. So yeah, interesting that actually. Okay, hot warning. Hot warning. Is she still hot? Temperature's dropping. Cut that out. I think I might have left the power on there. You guys will let me know in the comment section, I'm sure. I'll watch it back myself, but yeah. So now that she's moving out the way, we're just waiting for the military cars to come up here now. So there's one set, so they're the ones going to military base in terms of machine factory military base. And then we've got this lot which are going to Iron Ore Mine West. Yeah, it's amazing just when you think about how, you know, long this train is. Yeah, and you can see all the different locations in terms of, you know, we know that we're going Iron Ore Mine West, we know we've got Food Factory Town for these guys. Locos are well off around the corner actually. Okay, so the military base order's approaching. Need some brakes to be on right about now. Come on, man, where's the brakes? This is what happened last time, isn't it? Because it's the length of the train and the air brakes just not quite catching up on time. So there's the one that we really wanted, but it's actually gone past a tiny bit, which is slightly frustrating. What we could do is allow the DE2 to hold her. The problem that we might have here is roll back. Like, yeah, rollback is a problem with the DE2. In terms of, like, if that's too much weight, even with, you know, train brakes, the DE2 might not stop. And it's raining as well. Started raining, which is always lovely. Alright, so the one thing I'm not going to do is leave all those engines on those locos there. But I am going to... actually, I'll do it first. I'm not going to leave these engines on because that is a total waste of fuel for us to go around to military base and back. So here they are. Lots of train brake on there, so shouldn't have a problem, but just to be on the safe side, it won't make much difference. Like, put the parking brake on the front loco there. But you can see how we're getting down, like, in terms of the cars actually reducing significantly as we move on. Right, okay, let's back this baby up. Oh, need to start her up. Whoops. So this is going to be a very manual drive, isn't it, in terms of, you know, we don't have a remote control to play with. Yep, wheels slipping. Could not imagine doing this with just the DE2. Be an absolute recipe for disaster. Alright, so we're on our way. So when we come out of military base, there's two different ways that we can take it in terms of routing. We can either, because we are facing this direction, we'll reverse into military base with the order, drop it off, and then we'll look and see what we're taking with us. We could either then drive forward out of here, come this way and then go around there and come back onto our train. Don't fancy reversing that again in order to put the DE6 in the right place. I think we'll just attach it on the end. Or the other option is we use the turntable in here, go to the other end of an order if we find one, reverse out, and then come forward and back to here. It's two different ways of doing it. The other thing is, if we don't find an order, we'll just leave the DE6 there. We'll pay off the fees remotely at the machine, and we'll be on our merry way. Wow, she's really struggling with this load in the wet, like. She clearly needs sand. I don't ever remember temperature being a problem with the DE6 ever. Have they changed it in the last update? They must have done. Keeping an eye on this temp here, it's remarkable. To be fair, we could start up the DE2 and just have a run-in on, like, you know, like a low level of forward power, just to give us a bit of a hand. So here we go, well on our way now, guys. Definitely making progress and enjoying it. Yeah, so we've still got a decent drive though, a military base around these corners and stuff. It is a bit of a challenge, this route, to be fair. Wow, she really lost speed there. See what I mean? It's ups and downs with this bulk of weight behind us here, just within a few cars, really. Not even a long train. Just permanent sand on, isn't it? So we should be at the sea military base here, like directly across from us. So we're literally facing it now. So it's just hidden away behind those hills. To be honest with you, for 177,000, it's worth them paying for this. You know, every penny, because it's just it's a hard one. This it's a hard slog going this way. Like if you're going to come out of harbour, I would highly recommend just coming up this way. Do a turn there at Coal Mine East, and then come up into military base. Yeah, I think she's on the other side of that hill. I think, yeah, it's like in there, hidden away. Let's see, he's off on the sand. Yeah, so there's one of the bridges going in, I think. Oh, there it is, yeah. There it is. So it's hidden away, isn't it? Well and truly. So whatever they're doing there in that mountain with that nuclear fuel, I've heard a few people in the comment section talking about their views on what goes on there and into that mountain there, the under mountain shunting drop-off loading day. Yeah, what we can do is, after we've dropped off our first orders there, moved around our inventory so that everything's now in order. We didn't have enough space previously. I'd considered using folders, but military base, then up to food factory in town, and then iron ore mine west for 2, machine factory military base, and then machine factory will be our last job. So everything's now in order in our inventory. It's weird how if you look in this direction you can't hear. If you turn your head that way you can hear the engine. I noticed a similar thing with Train Sim World. A number of months ago when I was playing it. Something like that was going on. Okay, not a great deal of distance to go now. A couple of tight ones, tight turns. Especially this one up here. I think is particularly tight. We just need to make sure we've got momentum going. Wet branch to the face. 30 here. And then a bit of a climb there, to be fair. Okay, let's get some more. I think she's slipping a bit again. See the amp meter just come right up there. Good thing about if we do come back this way is it's mostly downhill. I couldn't remember. I can't remember how many times I've been this way now. Only a few times, like 2 or 3 times maybe. But it is a lot of uphill, and thankfully, if we went back this way, it would be downhill. So certainly something to be joyful about. So if we came back this way, we'd need to be reverse out of there, wouldn't we, and then come forward and down. I'm trying to think, I'm pretty sure there's a turntable in there in nursery days. We're approaching the switch, so forward to ease off just a tiny bit, I think. There she is. So maybe not quite looking for a sign, don't see one. That's certainly where we're reversing now. Where are we going with this actually? B4I? Right on the centre one. Ah. She has cleared it. I didn't think she had. So this is upside down, so north being that way for some reason. I don't know why they've done that, but will then be coming in from the west. Right. Oh no. No, we are coming in from the east. The B4I, yeah. It's confusing because that's upside down, like I said. So yeah, this is coming in from the east, yeah. No idea how fast we're going actually. Not that fast, I don't think. Yeah, 20, nearly 30. This is your new home, DE2, at least for the time being, unless I change my mind. Whoops. Right. Parking brake on. We'll disconnect that. I think I'll also need to disconnect this one here. Of course, the easiest way to do that is to pair up the remote and then uncouple. And yeah, we'll do a bit here. Just go and validate this order first. So there we go, 177,000. Wasn't expecting a time bonus, but we're back up to 234. Right, jobs. So we've got a shunting one here with the spent nuclear. So that's actually a lot of money, that. 52,000 going back to Harbour Military. Harbour Military, another one. Wow, that's a lot of money. We could tag those on our current loco. And another one going to Harbour Military here. So these are classified, and the weight will be classified as well. Although that one isn't. Could be well worth taking these three for the money there, and shunting this one in the meantime. With our, we could probably use our DE2 for this. Right. Right, well, I think we'll consider setting up a few things here while our other jobs are waiting. I don't know how long the game gives you. Oh, that's not the right place. I don't know how long the game gives you to, you know, if you want to do other jobs, to get back to your main consist before it kind of, you know, tells you off. But I'm going to offload these for sure. Don't know whether this is... this is the loading bay. This one isn't, I'm assuming. What's this one called? A2S. Right. The only thing is it might want us to park these ones up in A2S. In which case this DE2 is actually not a great deal of use here, because it's at the wrong end. So I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll pull it out the way. In the meantime, I'm going to make a plan with this DE6 to shunt these guys to get paid for this. Tell you what we've got a problem with here now is the train brake is on. I mean the parking brake, there we go. She's fine there for a second. Why has we still got a screech here? Have we got two parking brakes on? Might have one down here because of the DE2. Yeah, we do. Right. She's come to a complete stop there. Now I'm in a rush. I'm even at the wrong machine. Right, so unload, we're going to be picking those up. Obviously we've done that. Unload cargo A1L. Then we're going to drop off at B6S, which could be this one. Nope, it's at the other side. Which one's 6? This one. It's got cars in it already, man. Well, they're going to get pushed out the... Oh, no, we're going to have to take it down the other end, right? Okay. I'm assuming that we're not in there. But we'll try it, eh? See what happens if we try to offload now. Yeah, not quite in. So... That's got to be in. Oh man, why did it go that way? Pulled it the other way. Look, it's done it again. I'm actually pulling it the other way. There we go. Empty cars, lovely. Wow, the lighting's crazy here, like. Wow, look at that. Leaned in there and you can see the engine. Yeah. And they're still on the move. I hope they're not the ones that they're supposed to be going to harbour. Because at the wrong end, we're blocking them now, basically. But anyway, brakes on. Everything's got brakes on. Everything's shut down. Nice. Right, let's get this paid for then. Get paid for it, sorry. 63.6. What a money that is. Right, let's just take a look and see which ones these are. So, these, we've now got 4 going to Harbour Military Base. So, empty cars, which are the ones that we just unloaded. So, 2 classifieds. So let's have a look. 0, 0, 7, 8, 8, 9, and 22. 0, 0, 7, 8, 8, 9, and 22. Which is probably the orders that are, the things that are here, to be fair. So 7, 8, 0, 0, 2, 2. 89? That wasn't one, was it? Oh no. No, it was. That's basically the 4 orders that are here are the ones that are going. So yeah, there we go. 0, 0, 7, 8, 8, 9, 22. All those 4 we could take with us back to our consist, but we're going to leave it there for this episode, guys. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please do hit the like button. If you want to see more videos like this, please do subscribe to the channel. Yes, guys, if you want to be notified of up-and-coming videos, please do hit the notification button. But otherwise, guys, please do take care of yourselves, and I'll catch you guys again soon.